Yo, what it is. It's your boy Dre back with another episode of Talking to Myself. Yeah, man, like we're just gonna get into it. So past couple days it's been a back and forth, public back and forth between Coi Leray and her father, Benzino. All right, so pretty much they've had a rocky relationship from the start. Uh I'm assuming that she did not grow up with him, I don't know, possibly present the whole time, or maybe he was in and out of her life. I have no clue. I wasn't there. But all right, so pretty much like things started with the Coi Leray interview that she did with Angie Martinez for IRL. So it was like last Wednesday. So said she made some explosive revelations about the challenges her family faced in the wake of her parents' divorce. Okay, so I guess he was there initially, but then, as her parents got divorced, I guess she saw less of him or whatever, because, this nigga was on reality TV show, loving hip hop, like basically like chasing bitches and being, besties with Stevie J. You saw that shit like pretty much panned out. So pretty much, let's see. So in the wake of her parents' divorce, it was hard to eat because he seems like a vindictive ass motherfucker anyway. No neck having ass nigga. But so it was hard to eat. My mom was cooking, we're cooking up nickels and dimes. Her mom was hustling. Said she would see her father, who once co-owned the Source magazine, living a completely different lifestyle. At the same time, I'm like this. How you gonna get to live this life and we struggling over here? That's what she said. So before revealing that she slept in cars and sold drugs before she became famous. So Benzino did not take kindly to the accusations and fired off a couple of social media posts since the interview was published. It says this has to be the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life my entire life on earth. He wrote on Instagram. However, now how the fuck can I be envious towards someone I raised, nurtured, provided for, influenced, and loved very dearly? Well, love very dearly. This industry and the internet have completely messed up the minds of this younger generation. So that's what Benzino has said on his Instagram. So the former Love and Hip Hop star doubled down on his comments as he seen a video shared on Instagram. Coi never slept in no fucking cars that I know about, he said, adding that she was in his care for 5 months out of the year in Atlanta between the ages of 9 and 16. I was a single dad, and I was taking care of my kids, all my kids, and her 2 older brothers by 2 other men that wasn't mine. So that's what he was claiming. So he continues. She looked like she's almost brainwashed. She ain't never slept in no car and sold no drugs and all this. I don't know why she's running with this narrative. I never seen no shit like this, but the label's perpetuating it. The people who run the label, they all perpetuating it, and they had, and this shit is sad. Like the people who interview her, they're all down with it too. So according to Benzino, it's like all one big ass conspiracy theory. So pretty much, yeah, they've been going back and forth. So she was interviewed by Angie Martinez, and actually, like the interview was recorded in June, and said that it was unfortunate it was released now. She also revealed that since the recording, there was an attempt on both parties to mend a relationship, seemingly to no avail. So it looks like they ain't squashing their beef or kumbayaing anytime soon. So pretty much like it brings me to my other points, which is why, parents just need to make a better effort to try to be in their child's life, because this is what you get. Like pretty much, like children grow up, and I mean, in your eyes as a parent, you could think that you're doing, everything in your power, but if you're just only really spending like money and like not really spending time with your child, or just like even making an attempt to try to get a hold of them, then pretty much like it's just it's not going to end. It's not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids don't forget shit at all. Like pretty much like in my example, like with my kids, my daughter was she lived with me up until about like she was like age 7, and well, me and her mom, we were together. Then when we split, made like an attempt to have her every summer, and anytime I can come see her, then I'll come see her. But other than that, like and she remembers that. And same thing with my son. My son, like, he split time between my house and his mom's house, and just always trying to be there for them no matter what. Even if I'm not physically there, talk to them on the phone, things of that nature. Just let them know that I'm there for them, more than financially, because I was struggling, and pretty much like you gotta do the best that you can as a single parent. But spending time with your child is crucial for their overall development and well-being, often outweighing the importance of merely just spending money on them. And I'm gonna give you some reasons why quality time is essential. So number one is emotional connection. Now, spending time together fosters a strong emotional bond between parents and children. This connection provides a sense of security and support, contributing to the child's emotional development. So, makes the child feel safe, makes them feel loved. So, of course, like, their development is going to grow a little bit better just because, they're not out here like, why does my dad don't like me, or why does my dad don't want to be with me, or even like, with the deadbeat moms, like, why does my mom don't want me? So, number two is communication skills. Now, quality time allows for open communication. Regular conversations help children develop their skills, or their language skills, express their feelings, and learn effective communication strategies. Yeah, I would say that is true, because I'm a prime example of that. It took me a while to communicate my emotions and how I'm feeling, and express my feelings and stuff like that, like to my significant others, because like I would get mad, I get frustrated, and I would shut down, and I would shut people out. But not having my dad there to talk to him, and when I need a manly talk and everything like that, like it was tough. So over the years, I had to overcome that. Now, social skills, interacting with parents in various settings, helps children develop social skills. They learn how to cooperate, share, engage with others, which are vital skills for navigating relationships later in life. That is also another important fact as well, because you could tell, like, some kids, even they don't, even if the parent is not really, I guess, like, open or communicating with their child, like, you can really tell, like, when they come to school, some kids don't know how to interact with other kids. They don't know how to express themselves. And like, especially later on in life when they become adults and become shitty ass partners, it all stems from the home. It all stems from the childhood. Values and morals. Spending time with parents allows children to observe and internalize family values and morals. It provides an opportunity for parents to instill important principles throughout everyday activities and discussions. Yeah, like, I guess, like, but it all stems from the parents too, because if those parents really didn't have any values and any morals, they can't really pass that shit on to their kids. So I tell people, being a parent there's no instruction manual to it. I was talking to my boy Jason the other day, and we was like, there's no instruction manual. This is the only job. Being a parent is the only job where you don't have an instruction manual. Like, you don't have nobody really to train you, especially, in my case, I didn't really have a father figure to show me how to be a father. So it was extremely hard. So you just learning this shit on the fly. And so pretty much, yeah. Educational support, quality time can be educational. Engaging in activities together, whether it's reading, playing games, or exploring nature, supports a child's cognitive development and curiosity. Very important. Emotional regulation. So, through quality time spent with parents, children learn emotional regulation. Parents can model healthy coping mechanisms, helping children manage their emotions in a constructive manner. So, it's pretty much like, when your child gets frustrated or your child gets mad, you can help your child, calm down and, in a healthy manner, like, tell me what you're feeling, talk your way through it and things of that nature, instead of like them getting mad, throwing the temper tantrum, like go in your room, and then like they just get mad and tear up shit. And then like they do this, and then they learn how to regulate their emotions like by themselves, and they turn out to be like fucking horrible ass people that like go around and taking their anger out on other people, whether it be emotionally or physically or verbally. So building memories is number 7. Shared experiences create lasting memories. These positive memories contribute to a child's sense of identity and self-worth. Children are more likely to remember the time spent together rather than material possessions. That is very true because, my son is 22 now, and my daughter just turned 19 today. So they both have memories that they remember, of us sharing together, whether it be us all three or just like me and them like one-on-one with each other. They'll be like, yeah, Dad, remember that time? And then like we all have a bonding experience, or like we just laugh because it was like, yo, I remember that shit. That was funny, blah, blah, blah. Like the memories, man. The memories is all we gonna have at the end of the day. Like possessions come and go, but memories last a lifetime. They're very important. Support system. Spending time with parents provides a support system for children. It gives them a safe place to share their concerns, seek guidance, and feel reassured during challenging times. And I'm always there for my children when they're going through things, and they need advice, they need something, another opinion, or even if like I'm, you fucking up or stuff like that. Like if I observe something, I'm like, yo, you fucking up. Like you got to take a different approach or something like that. They seem to value that. So that's important. Like I wish I had some support system. Well, I got a support system with my mom, but it's just like everything I'm lacking from my dad. I wish I would have had that. Encourages creativity, quality time. Well, this is number 9. Encourages creativity. Quality time often involves engaging in creative activities, which can stimulate a child's imagination and problem-solving skills. This is crucial. This is a crucial aspect to cognitive development. I always encourage my children's creativity growing up. Both of them are artistically inclined. I can't draw for shit. So, my daughter, like she pretty much is, I would say like a full-fledged artist at this point, because like she's selling her art and stuff like that online and providing her services online. So, trying to make that money, getting that entrepreneurial hustle spirit. And I'm proud of her. She displays her art on Instagram all the time. And yeah, I share it all the time. But I always encourage her to, see if she could do anything and see how far she could take her gift, and if she can maintain, a living off of that. And I encourage that, because what more than to actually do something that you enjoy, for a living. So, and my son, like, he developed a love for computers and everything like that. So he's in the Army. He's doing his IT thing in there as well. So I'm just like, hey, with him, like he's more inclined with computers than I am. I'm pretty good, but he's better than than that at me. So sometimes I actually go to him. I'm just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I need help, son. Yeah, I tell him like in computers, he's my OG. I look up to him. So yeah, always can encourage your child's creativity. Don't just be like, yo, that's some weird shit, or what the fuck are you doing? Blah blah blah. Like, nah, like feed their creativity, because it can get them self confidence and help them solve problems and things of that nature, and think outside the box. And maybe they can develop some shit that could actually launch a career. Now, number 10 is physical health. Activities such as playing sports or going for a walk together promote physical health. A quality time can contribute to a child's overall well-being by encouraging an active lifestyle. Active lifestyle is something I need to get better at. I'm a big guy, and so pretty much like I do 9 out of 10 of these joints. So while in closing, while financial support is important for a child's basic needs, the emotional and developmental benefits of spending quality time are invaluable. Striking a balance between time and money is ideal, but when it comes to a child's holistic development, the significance of meaningful interactions and shared experiences cannot be overstated. So, to bring that back to the Coi Leray Benzino situation, like I said, it seems like he was absent. Even though he says she was there 5 months out of the year, from 9 to 16 or whatever. He wasn't there, all the time, and I don't know how the time was spent. Because even if she's in the house, in his house, are you actually spending time with her? Are you showing her things? Are you, just spending time watching movies, reading or whatever? Like, what were you doing while she was in your house? You know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation. You hate to see, parents beefing with their kids, but it is what it is, man. And hopefully they can find a way to, bridge this situation, or it is what it is. Like, maybe you just gotta love each other from a distance. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, all right. So this story just actually came out a little bit earlier today. So, Sean Combs, otherwise known as Diddy or P Diddy or whatever the fuck, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call this nigga, or Brother Love. I refuse to call that nigga that. All right, so he was sued in federal court today by his former girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, otherwise known as Cassie, who alleges she was raped and subjected to years of repeated physical and other abuses by Combs. So the complaint obtained by CNN alleges Combs lured Miss Ventura into an ostentatious, I don't even know what that means, fast-paced and drug-fueled lifestyle, and into a romantic relationship with him, end quote. Within 2 years of the pair meeting in 2005 or 2006, and Combs signing Ventura to his record label Bad Boy Records soon after, Ventura claims in the suit that Combs, quote, exerted his powers his power and influence, end quote, over her throughout the course of their professional and romantic relationship. According to the complaint, she was 19 when they met, and Combs was 37, and their business relationship lasted until 2019. So the complaint details claims that Combs was physically violent towards Ventura, controlled all aspects of her personal life, introduced her to a lifestyle and excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and forced her to engage in various sex acts with other men during that time. In the lawsuit, Ventura alleges that after she tried to end the relationship in 2018, Combs forced his way into her home and raped her. Now a mother of two children, Ventura claims in the suit that she struggled with addictions to drugs and alcohol. They They were established and fueled by Mr. Combs throughout the course of their relationship. The complaint states that Ventura still suffers from immense emotional distress, and that at one point checked into an inpatient rehabilitation center after having suicidal thoughts. She linked to abuse. After years in silence and darkness, I am ready to tell my story and speak up on my behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Ventura, an R&B singer who goes by the stage name of Cassie, said in a statement to CNN, with the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I experienced and that I'm still recovering from for the rest of my life. So Ben Brafman, attorney for Combs, said in a statement emailed to CNN via Combs' publicist that Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. Of course he would. Like the abuser is always going to deny that. And I mean, unless you're a cocky piece of shit. I mean, well, you're still a piece of shit, but it's still. But this is not really. It's not really like a shock, because Diddy, over the years, has been a piece of shit. Like, he has, robbed royalties from his artists. He has famously robbed them of their publishing. There was certain acts, like they literally had to sue this dude to get their publishing, or like damn near threaten this dude on live radio to get their publishing. Yeah, he's historically a piece of shit. I don't understand why people still fuck with Diddy. I don't even know why Diddy's still really walking around on this earth. Like, I would have been I would have been put that man 6 feet deep. Like, it's especially if you fucking with my money. But now he's out here allegedly, physically, sexually assaulting women and putting hands on women and things of that nature. Those are new accusations. So, says for the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as a blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Miss Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. That's what his lawyer is saying. The lawsuit accuses Diddy and other defendants of sex trafficking, human trafficking, sexual assault, gender-motivated violence, sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and a hostile work environment. I would imagine working for Diddy is a fucking hostile environment, because seeing some of his tirades caught on camera, yeah, I would have had to put hands on that man. Ain't no way the hell you gonna cuss me out and I'm gonna take that shit. Nah, I don't give a fuck if I'm signed to you or not. I'm putting hands on niggas, man. There's no amount of money that, I'll subject myself to, disrespect. Nah, I don't play that shit. So Ventura is seeking unspecified monetary damages. In addition to Combs, the lawsuit names his company's Bad Boy Records, Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises. It also names Epic Records, which she lists as an employer. CNN has reached out to Epic Records for comment. The New York's Adult Survivors Act went into late effect November 2022 and allows adult survivors of sexual abuse to sue their abusers in New York, even if the statute of limitations on their claims have expired. So the law has given adult survivors of sexual assault 1 year to file lawsuits after the perpetrators against their perpetrators. I'm sorry, and is set to expire November 24th. So Combs goes to his backstory. If you don't know nothing about Diddy, then you don't know nothing about the history of hip hop. No, but he founded Bad Boy Records in '93. He's going by stage names Puff Daddy and Diddy. He's credited to have worked with, but credited with work that is regarded as instrumental to the growth of the genre of hip hop. Diddy has won 3 Grammys in his career, and along with 14 nominations. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. All right, so Cassie, she's now 37, is an R&B singer, most known for her song "Me and You," my personal favorite. Long way to go. I think she only really came out with like one album, but yeah. So she's coming at Diddy. She wants all the money that she's owed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can imagine if Kim Porter was still alive, like what she would say about this. Because she went through like more shit with Diddy, more than any chick that was romantically linked with him. Maybe that's the reason why him and Young Miami like kind of split, because she saw the shit coming. I don't know. But yeah, Diddy has never really been a good guy. He's never really been a good guy throughout the history of his time in hip hop, and he's always been a bad guy, a bad businessman, and people just let him get away with this shit. Like, I would have, like I said, I would have been put that man 6 feet underground, but that's just me. Ain't no way in hell this motherfucker would be walking around. And you know, he's still being, I guess, like name dropped by Keefe D in the Tupac murder trial. So we gotta keep that in our crosshairs as well. See what the updates is with that, because he alleged that, you know, Combs was supposed to give him and his 3 cohorts like $1 billion to take Tupac out. They shot Tupac. But that was after like after a scuffle between Orlando Anderson and Keefe D. Well, Orlando Anderson, but Keefe D is you know, his uncle and everything like that. So who knows what happened with that as well. But you know, Diddy's just not a nice guy at all. And if this is like his downfall, I'm all here for it. Yo, can you really believe it that this year is almost over? We are in the 11th month of the year, and November is here, and it came, I guess it came by pretty fast. So how's everybody's year going? Is everybody's year going according to plan? Are you planning for next year? Like, next year is going to be my year. Like, if you did like give up, at what point did you give up in the year and was like, yo, fuck that, we're gonna try for 2024? 2024 has been it's been an interesting year for me. Pretty much started a state job in April. Went through, I guess, like a career change earlier this year, after the many times I've been at Amazon over the course of like the past, I guess, 8 years. I can say that I'm officially retired from that shit. Feels really good to walk away from warehouse work. My body feels good, and just trying to get more money. Just try to get a serious, stable career, and just go onward and upward from there. So I hope everybody else is about to moving forward and progressing, and just trying to be more serious with this podcast as well, be more consistent, and also make my social media presence more what's the words I'm looking for, just try to take off on there as well. So I got to get back to streaming on Twitch. Actually, was it Twitch, YouTube, Facebook gaming? Like, I'm all over the place. So yeah, those are my goals. Like, just try to, build a career, in this tech space as well. Working on getting like some more certifications so I can bolster my self-worth in that field, and see how far I can progress in the state work as well, or do I have to leave out of there and go to an IT profession. Like, I'm just trying to make more money so me and my fiance can live comfortably, and we ain't really got to worry about bills. Money would be less of a concern. So I hope everybody's year was productive. If not, then just try to formulate a game plan, come back in 2024, come back stronger. And salute to everybody who we've lost this year. Lost my Aunt Stephanie, and losing a family member always sucks, but it always brings the family stronger together as well. So that's the positive of a negative. But other than that, I hope everybody stays safe. Hope everybody is going to hit the game running, and hit the ground running in 2024. I'm got to get my ass back in the gym, and I'm trying to lose some weight, man, because I physically feel the effects of extra weight for years, and I'm just trying to feel better, trying to be the best version of myself, and might be looking for a gym partner, like someone to keep me accountable, someone to keep me motivated. You know what I'm saying? Get my ass in the gym in days that I don't want to be there, and when I feel like I want to quit, don't let me quit. But then I gotta tell myself, I can't let myself quit anything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going, no matter how hard this shit gets, no matter how pointless it looks. Just don't look at the numbers. Just keep doing this shit, and just as long as you continue to do it and you have the love for it, just continue to do it, continue to grind. Life is a process, and it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I want to thank everybody for taking the time out to listen to this podcast, and everybody be safe, and I will see y'all next episode. Peace.